Good. Summer's.
And my armor crashed. Woohoo!
That and I think
Oh,
pilots.
my armor crashed too. Hooray!
Woohoo!
Love it.
Shield.
Yeah, I had to reset my my visual settings because when I tried to load in before, it crashed my armor.
What did you set them to?
I just set them to the default.
Alright, most people that push through, if you crash, just reconnect. Here is how today is going to work. Platoon 1 with command is at Zelon Folk. Platoon 2 is next to the horseshoe position. There is a third platoon dubbed Lost Platoon. I put them up at Afukon just to kind of space it out from Lontan itself because the map is limited. Your job as Separe right now is to basically get to the Lost Platoon's position and evacuate them. Once you get up to them, I will start cable tying all of the units in play, so you can move them to helicopters, or you can move them on foot. There will also be a few medical boxes with body bags, in case there are any bodies. You'll have to put the bodies in the body bag and have air evac them out. So this will probably be where a majority of the fighting will be. You'll also have to push through Op4 positions to get there. There's VC in between you, and then there's PAVN further up to simulate the amount of Op4 that was on the scenario. Radio nets are as follows. 5-0 is the overall company command net that's meant to be between company commander and platoons. 5-1 is the short range between company command. 5-2 is the short range between platoon 1, and 5-2 is the short range between platoon 2. 5-5 is the JTAC net. Radio operators, the FOs and whatnot, you guys are going to basically be coordinating for your reinserts if they are needed, as well as any resupply or medical. I tried to set up RD modules. They were hit and miss. Corvac tested them earlier. They, for whatever reason, aren't working, so we're just going to do this without artillery. Ground forces don't have any guided AA, so helicopters with the slicks on the side can work those out. Respawn is going to be at the HQ marker at the ATF airbase. Helicopter markers, flank it, show 4 helicopters. Each one is set to 30 seconds for respawn. 2 are there for primarily the operation. 2 are there as secondary debug helicopters. The wrenches on the side indicate platforms that have resupply crates. You can load them up and airdrop them or pull them out after you land them. But otherwise, there's 2 RRR trucks that you can grab and then use them to refuel, rearm, and repair your vehicles if needed. In the event you crash land, there is all the pilots have an AT-4. Use that to blow up the chopper so it'll respawn. You have blue smoke grenades, though they're unique to the pilots. If a pilot sees a blue smoke grenade, I recommend you use that to land and pick up your air crew. Or you can just respawn, but then that kind of takes out some of the fun for you because I fully intend on trying to run you down. Regardless, both platoons are going to spawn in the field. You've got 2 additional cargo crates, 2 medical crates, and a dump box. Dump box also has lighters and cigarettes if you want to do that because it's a Vietnam op, and I always like that little immersive fact. I don't believe I gave everyone E-tools, so you're going to have to run cover to cover and really cover by fire here, so good luck. Fire by volume and coordinating between the platoons is going to be critical but for getting this operation done. Also, I think I screwed up the nets. I think 5-1 was meant to be the long-range net for the first platoon, and 5-2 is meant to be the long-range net for the second platoon. I just can't recall what I put the short-range nets for the groups are, but we'll figure that out when we figure that out. I know I differentiated them. I think I put them on 6-1 and 6-2 then, but regardless, I think that is everything. In the event something bugs out, I will do my best to fix it on the Zeus side. Enemy server, how do I put it? Enemy coefficients are low, so feel free. You're a little tanky, but if you take sustained fire, you're going to drop. Insta-kill is not on, and I have bandage rollover, so every bandage should be, I think, 2.5 or 3 times as effective because I found that when you get mag dumps, you end up with more wounds than actual bullets, so that should help counteract that issue. This op will take anywhere from 60 minutes to or 1 to 2 hours. Just depends on your speed. I would highly recommend you try a regroup before you do anything. Second platoon isn't forced across the bridge. However, it's more cinematic if you do it that way. I will put units in between the platoons regardless of where Op 4's position are, so you can't do something like this. I will still stop you. Or at least put Op 4 in the way to simulate something. So I think that is all I have. Does the company commander have any questions?
Not really. If the birds are both shot down and the pilots can't pick up our guys if we have to walk them back home, or do we walk them to the base or do we walk them to the south outpost here?
Walk them out of the red area.
Just anywhere.
If the event both pilots get shot down, if they're closer to Horseshoe, I'll put a bird in Horseshoe and I'll state that there's a bird in Horseshoe inside chat. Again, I don't see how the pilots will get like both shot down at the same time. It's unlikely, but you guys always somehow prove me wrong. We'll play it by ear at that point. I'll be on 5-0 and you can communicate with me and we'll coordinate accordingly.
Gotcha.
Any other questions?
Okay.
For the settings, is AI uncon on for friendly and enemies?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Any from the platoon leads?
I don't have any questions.
Okay, second platoon lead.
Nothing.
Okay. Anything from the pilots?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to push us through. Please give it a few minutes. Let's just let everyone get situated on the server, and I will get that set. I'll state in side chat when you guys can start leaving spawn points. Good luck, have fun.
We're multi-life, right?
Yes. Reinserts again will spawn at the flagged position. I will call on 5-0 or 5-5, just depending on how things are going, to funnel reinserts in the field, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, actually, we'll just push through. Oh, I forgot to say ignore the ace error, but I already stated that in the announcement, so there shouldn't be an issue. But watch it throw everything back, even though I've already figured this shit out, but... yeah. I already said that we can ignore that little issue.
Check on 50, check on 50.
This is high on 5-0. Alright, let's go ahead purge bodies real quick, because people disconnecting and whatnot. I don't know what's going on there. We have the second platoon set up right there, and I'm going to start getting spawns in. First, let's do our side garrison here, but I hope you're all doing A-okay. Doom of Doom, welcome, buddy. Hopefully you've enjoyed everything since 2017, and AeroSense, how are you doing as well? Always like to mention the people that have quote-unquote chatted for the first time. Otherwise, hope you're all doing A-okay. I am just hold on. Almost forgot to grab this puppy here. Just setting up for another MCO. We're going to be setting things to 10% for accuracy, and then 90 for everything else, except for spotting, to keep that on the halfway point.
Company command to high command.
Send message.
I don't remember if it was mentioned in the brief, but do the pilots have a separate net, or is everybody on 50?
So company is only you and the 2 platoons and me. Pilots should be pushed to 5-5.
Gotcha. I was just making sure, coordinating with my JTAC.
Alright. I don't know what's going on there. I had the server up for hours beforehand so people could test their mods, but I guess some people decided not to take advantage of my generosity and are in some dire straits. Regardless, let's go ahead and start getting forces in. And we'll see how everything gets put in accordingly as I start setting up some scouting forces. Now, based off of the map, it would be impossible to make...
Command, second platoon.
Some TeamSpeak packet loss there. That's never a good sign.
Second command, or company command to second platoon.
Second platoon copies.
Be advised, second platoon, please do not step off until we let you know we are ready, and it will be the same case for you. Let us know
Alright.
when you are ready to step off, and Liru gives us the all clear, and we'll go. How copy?
Copy that. Are we free to move as we wish, or do you have something specific in mind?
Assumedly, we just follow the blue lines whenever we do leave, but if you want to alter your path based on your AO, I have no objections because I'm not over there. So
I'm letting them
do whatever you
coordinate
need to do
themselves
to
at
do
this
your
point.
objectives. Oh, copy.
Copy that, copy. Thank you.
Alright.
Did you copy second?
Yes, we copy. Second copies.
Ground, this is high message.
Go for ground.
Alright, once Platoon 2 clears that they're ready to go, and they've got all their radios sorted, your first platoon gets themselves sorted, and then everyone coordinates that they have comms with air. We'll get this started, okay?
Second platoon, or sorry, company command copies all. I was getting talked at twice, but I.
Alright, so this will be the main fighting today in this bit of environment. On the rubber plantation, quote unquote, really just all the trees kind of match. Everything's been kind of blown away, and then we've got everything over here, so I'll start cable tying things as they get up to that zone. Also, it's going to be mainly an infantry-only fight. I'm not going to be really fielding a lot of PAVN vehicles because the main fight didn't have any. I was trying to get artillery coordinated, but for whatever reason, when I was setting up the spotter coefficient, not the spotters, the module tied to the vanilla support module, it wouldn't work. It would work in testing, but it wouldn't work on the server instance. Even some fixes I found to make it work in a dedicated multiplayer server, like creating a code that reinitiated the gunnery, wouldn't work. So, I don't know. I was just trying to find a fix, because originally this was meant to be run with SOG Prairie Fire. The one issue we ran into, though, was that we needed Unsun for all the map assets and whatnot, so I switched everything over to Unsun instead, but by doing that, we lost the fire support module, and I didn't want to have a dedicated infantry team to do artillery, because it's hard for me to find people like that want to just chill for an hour and a half, but oh well. We're down 2 squads, too. It was supposed to be 3 squads per platoon, but
Stay near your squad
bunch of
leader
people
at all
unslotted
times.
last
Before
second,
the
so
pivot
oh
point
well.
activities. Please don't
I
go
work
off
with what
on
I
your
got.
adventures.
This is still going to be
Point
like a
number 2,
50,
squad leaders, make sure your
55
radios
person
are-
op, give or take. It started as a billeted 60, but c'est la vie.
Yeah, in case we pick anyone up, yeah.
That was my Vietnam radio player.
So I'm curious, though, how much firepower do they have on the static guns? If we were to go to the door gunner... Oh. It's 1,500 rounds per side, so it's not too bad. But they can lay down quite a bit of hate on both sides. Plus, they can
Company command,
sit
2
on the
second
side and
platoon.
shoot. I should have given the door gunner some additional M60s and loaded,
Go
but...
ahead, company.
Oh, well.
Company command to high command.
This is high sun message.
I was just about to do it, but I'm making sure with you. Am I allowed to let them step off? We should all be good, or at least
If
first in command
everyone
are.
states their... Okay, make sure second platoon is also good, because I want to make sure there's coordination between air assets for all platoons, so both sides can call that support if need be until you guys group up, and then, yeah, like... But basically, I don't want to have one platoon step off before the other one's ready, because then the timing's going to get all knocked out, you know?
Yeah,
Patches
I
is
just
company
wanted to
command.
make sure I could do that now. So, company command to second platoon, are you ready?
Sirius is platoon 2
Please, second
command,
platoon,
Frog is his
not yet.
JTAC.
We need a few minutes.
Copy.
And
First
then
platoon in command are
platoon
holding
command
position.
is Doc, and Cryleave is his 2IC slash JTAC. But again, air I've limited because we're only doing infantry only, so we'll see how things go. But basically, I want to keep them pinned in these big fields for at least an hour, and then have our big fight over here as they're evacing people. And then I might be able to simulate the... whatchamacallit, the 113's coming up to Lawn 10 for them to grab evac and pull out with them.
Got any BBs, mate?
My SR's not working. Ooh, rip.
Some of my squad with the same issue. I'm trying to find them locally. But I can't seem...
That might actually work, I don't know. That'll drop the game back up.
I know what the problem is.
I heard an explosion.
Theirs didn't parse the TFAR properly.
I don't like that at all.
What?
Oh fuck, what is happening with second platoon?
That's amazing.
God, I'm so sorry. I clicked back into armor and I heard the explosion.
Put this in there.
Weird.
Target location received. Ordnance is inbound.
No, I want to sit here. I feel
Oh,
safe.
no, he got it working. All right, cool.
Company command, high command.
Send message.
Be advised, high command. I think the JTAC fixed the artillery support because they just called in rounds. Where that is, I'm not entirely sure.
Hey, firm, it's wherever he's looking. So, where was he looking when he called it?
Oh, fuck.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
He was looking at his feet.
LCPL
I don't know how far out that would be.
That means you need to move everyone from that position then, now. I'm moving the cargo crates over to, splash out. Well, good luck.
Company command to HQ, be advised, mass cav on friendly forces.
Working, man. How the fuck was that? It was
Yep.
Well, there goes our supplies.
That's the wrong road.
Company command to high command.
Yeah.
He was looking at his fucking feet and was like, oh, I think I fixed it. And we started hearing radio cues.
Okay, guys. Are we ready? Well, alright, Metro, like, killed 6 people in Platoon 2. Korvac just killed half of his platoon. I mean, let's get ready to go.
This is company command to second platoon. Are you ready for step off?
Mac, what are you doing?
Trying to make sure ready
Mac,
for working
what are you doing?
We were told to move on here on the northern side, so we're sitting up in the jungle.
Go back to spawn.
What?
I haven't given the go ahead has not been given yet.
Okay.
Patch, did you order Mac to move out already, or did his platoon lead order him?
I don't know what second platoon should be moving.
Okay, well he's already moving out. I'm pushing him back now.
Okay, this is company command to second platoon. You said you were working on radios. Are you ready to go?
Mac, I need you to go back to spawn.
There. We haven't pushed out. We are waiting to tell you first.
I'm calling him back right now. You don't have to worry over to him.
I was just talking to Angel. We're Gucci.
Platoon 2, call in when you're ready to go, over.
Yes, ready. We're taking fire.
That might... Alright, well, I think someone shot at the VC at Platoon 2, so the op is officially live. Good luck, have fun.
Copy. This is Company Command to Platoon 2.
Chuckleheads.
Platoon 2 copies. We're ready. They talk first.
Copy, Platoon 2, and I see your marks on the map. Just to reiterate, since I'm not there, you have free autonomy to do whatever you need to do.
I mean, they were here fine, but...
All elements, listen up. Here's how the op is going to go. We're all going to rally up at RP Blueberry. Emphasize to your men to not leave RP Blueberry until the entire company has reassembled. The company together will travel from RP Blueberry to RP Waterway. At RP Waterway, we will circle wagons, and we will just conduct the op as was discussed in brief. Are there any questions before we go?
I'm gonna be honest, MCOs are always hit or miss, because I can't predict what the heck these chuckleheads are gonna do.
May step off at this time.
Also, that's the wrong radio. Whoops.
Platoon 2 stepping off.
Radio encryption isn't on, so there shouldn't be that much of an issue, but again, we'll cross this bridge when we get there, I guess. Alright, so some people at least grab the new radios, so we'll work with that, but regardless, let's kick this operation off, shall we? It's up to the platoons to coordinate for resupply. And we'll see how things go. I'm going to wait till they get towards the bridge. Actually, no, they are moving to the bridge. I'll go ahead and put some stuff down. They won't be able to spawn anything as... Or they won't be able to see through that area there, so I can spawn behind bushes and whatnot. I'm definitely going to start bringing things around.
Company command to 1st Platoon.
We'll see how they coordinate. Yeah, I do have that up too. There's my tracers.
Company command, 1st Platoon.
See, I had them wait so they could set up radio comms, and now we've got company trying to call for 1st Platoon. They're literally in the same area, but... Ay, ay, ay. You know what? I am going to put accuracy up a bit more. We're going to double it to... I'm going to put it up to 25. My reasoning is they already are able to take about 4 or 5 shots before they go down. So I'm going to make the AI a little bit tougher. Then we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the Huey starting to take off for air support. I'm just worried about a grenade landing in the group and killing everyone, so hopefully they stay spread out, but we have them moving out. And we just got to keep them on pace.
Patch this first. Patchwork.
Now 1st Platoon's trying to call back a few minutes later.
Can I get you to have the Hueys just start pinning the dudes to the fucking north? 3rd squad's been pinned right now.
Yep. This is already happening, coincidentally. Anyways, 1st Platoon, I have a favor to ask.
What's up?
Yeah, have your squad leaders reiterate to them,
make sure that all their beans are together because we left a couple people behind on step off. So we're Gucci though. Try to stick to the road so we don't get lost in the woods too. I told them just hug the fucking wood trees so they have cover rather than standing out in the open and getting blasted. Yeah, we don't gotta walk on the road like it's World War II, but let's not get too lost if we can help it. They're not that far off the road. I can see both squad leaders on my own.
Getting bodies deleted also going to be an interesting one, but again, play it by ear. See what happens. We should, in theory, all be fine. But anyway, how are you all doing? I'm debating organizing a mortar later, or I might just put one down now, but... F it, we'll put one down now. Yeah, it's just a pod nose. These guys are all starting to get stuff coming over the area, though, so that's good. I'm going to bring some additional VC in on that flank. Mac's internet just died, and he was a squad leader, so... Yeah, right, one grenade is going to be all it takes for that section, but I'll let them advance. I'll set up a next defensive line. This is literally just going to be throwing infantry and making a constant crazy firefight, and let them get a slow advance on target. Air doesn't seem to know where to engage, though. That's fine. Yeah, that's something that's also on my mind. One bad frag, and they're all in a lot of trouble, so... The other thing is they're not trying to regroup with each other. So if they keep trying to push in, I am definitely going to keep them pinned down here. But in the actual Battle of Lantan, it was about a company versus a few battalions in strength. So I've got at least 4,000 or 5,000 men to push into this fight if we want to be true to the amount of units that were pushed in. Granted, not every single unit was committed to the fighting, but I can be incredibly petty with this if I want to. I think at this point I'm going to start using the PAVN, aka the NVA. We're going to start committing the heavy stuff, and then the guys that crashed, I mean, for now, they can just run right back. This force, though, I'm going to start pushing in one direction just to hold them off, essentially. We're going to start seeing them need to call for a resupply and whatnot. I got some defensive forces back here as well to fire up at the helicopters, but we want to really simulate having these guys pinned down. And then having some really strong resistance around the position right here itself. Again, the goal is to try to get them to reform somewhere in the center. But it's always very difficult to make the player base actually follow staying pinned down or even pulling away from certain positions. But you can see that they're getting hit. I'll be doing my best to take care of deleted bodies around as well. They're working on their wounded, though. You got a small squad up here also working on their wounded. Now this issue I forgot to take care of because I resynced the server and it got rid of all my little bells and whistles to get rid of little features like that I forgot existed, admittedly. Like I said, once that number gets to 1,000, then I can start thinking about everything else, but at the same time, I've got like 3,000 more to deal with afterwards. So I'm gonna really start concentrating forces. And when I see movement, I'll try to TP the guys over.
Come on,
You know, technically nothing's also stopping them from having the helicopters immediately land and pick these guys up as well. Now that I think about it. I think one helicopter's already coming down for rearm. They got beaten up a little bit. Jeez.
1 year of both Team 6.
Shadow Gem, thanks for the 12-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Now you got, I think, Platoon 2 trying to call Platoon 1 here.
Command, do you copy?
Company command, go.
Company command, Platoon 2. We crossed the bridge, but we're not making much progress.
This is company command, we copy, same diff, we're not even past our area, so just keep me updated and good luck.
This is going to be a good lesson for myself on how to keep people pinned in only a few up to, I think, 2 kilometers of distance here. It would be really helpful if they tried to focus on a regroup, because I've kept their flanks, at least Platoon 1, I've kept their right flank open for maneuver. Alright, let's see if Korvac calls an artillery strike properly. Because he just called one in. We'll see if it actually splashes proper. Some forces have actually crossed the river. Again, trying to give them room. But I'm going to keep the resistance firm. What do we got back here? They're still working on repairing. That was effective. I have no idea what's wrong with some of the Finnish players and their internet. But that was a very effective artillery strike right on top of an enemy position.
This is company command, 2nd platoon.
10 meters.
2nd platoon, we're artillerying the enemy in front of our area. We are unable to move to. It's just a shit show. Can you give me a status update on your end?
They've got someone right there. They can immediately reinsert.
We're still in the same place. We do not have working artillery. Only you do.
Copy. Go ahead and mark your position on the map. I'm gonna ask 1st platoon to pick up their 6 and try to keep pushing here in a second.
Mark here, always updated.
Keep the resistance going. Because they'll eventually need to pull back for resupply. I just can't recall where the KIA was.
Go.
Gotcha. I'll give you 500 or something.
That was a good arty strike call, though. Right on target and also deform the ground a bit. Very nice.
For HICOM.
Is that a message?
Could we have a couple backpacks at the airbase because we do not have enough room in either our belt or uniform to grab a toolkit and cannot repair our aircraft?
I'll put them in the vehicle standby.
Copy, thank you.
I was worried about that setting, but that's fine. Oh, what can you do? Check the vehicle. In case they do need perms as well. Let me grab the other chopper. I keep hitting the abilities button, straights. Now, let me check. That should enable them to do a full repair. Yep. Bringing some reinforcements in, but they have to be running low on ammo at this point. Arkson's really far forward. Oh, he died to friendly fire. That is quite unfortunate. Max game is just not having it. But again, I'm keeping this corridor open so they can move to reinforce each other. They're just choosing not to. Just a matter of, are they going to actually move when I told them that they needed to, you know, regroup with each other. But, oh, Chow, 5 years. Yeah, man. Thanks for the 61-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I'm going to start doing some body cleanup. Put some forces in locally to establish blocking positions, because at this rate they're just going to keep going up that route, but eventually they're going to run into resistance when again they need to simply try to regroup here. I think Ham's running back to resupply off of the spawn boxes. That's hilarious. I mean, theoretically, it would work. Looks like AI Uncon is on. Grenade just went off around these guys. But yeah, setting up Op 4 as a blocking position here. We do have some forces trickling in, but they get shot. But again, we need to hear communication coordinating. Or they need to consider moving in on a different area, because if they keep throwing their heads against the wall, they're eventually going to run out of ammo. Company, this is high. We do have a reinsert back at base, so if you get your JTAC on that, that would be great.
Copy. Is that reinsert for first or second?
I don't know. They're going to have to communicate with him.
Copy. This is company command to 1st and 2nd platoon. Check on down on who's dead.
If this keeps on for another 20 minutes, I might nudge platoon or company and say, hey, you know, instead of trying to have your guys go into the heart of the enemy position, maybe find a way to regroup first. You know? Like, it doesn't have to be at the heart of the enemy position. I'm gonna check the weaponry of what Blue Fort has right here, because they have to be running low at this point.
He was back near.
Like, I gave people a good chunk of ammo to get them through things, but...
6 deployed, 6.
The amount of stuff they're burning through.
Company command, a 2nd platoon.
You got some dudes way on point, these scouts, for example.
2nd platoon, could you do the best of your ability to mark an LZ? You get reinserts back to base.
I think this helicopter's coming down to drop someone else off. I think you see him actually sitting on that right side. But hey, if they want this to be a meat grinder, I can make this super meat grindy. That'll be the first hour to hour and a half outright, is I'm just trying to get to the center instead of trying to pull back and reinforce and then push in with a unified strength of 2 platoons. But how are you all doing? We've got 3 streams tonight. This is the first one, my only Zeus one. TOC in a few hours was supposed to be another Zeus stream, but they misscheduled something. So I'm just going to go chill on the ground and see what's up. And then we've got a 10 o'clock stream tonight. And I might sneak in some DayZ too, don't know yet. But you got the marksman right here. Daedra doing his best to hit what he can. The bolt action Lee Enfield. I'm going to sneak a group on the coast and start putting pressure on them and really try to force them to pull deeper in the trees here. This is going to probably freak them out, but I need to move them. Korvac calling more artillery to push units out. He does have a limited amount of artillery. I gave him 2 155s. I love how they're naked, but they've got a lot of different types of munitions as well, so we just have to see how they decide to push things. But we already have air coming back. They're grabbing him. Mac Marine looks like he was able to finally get back. He's only got a little run. I'm going to try to teleport him up. Yeah. We'll see where that artillery lands. And again, this is a fill-in for the SOG Prairie Fire's fire support module. Gonna be honest, making that work in a multiplayer sense took me more time than, honestly, everything else in this mission. Waiting to hear that splash call. But fact check me, for the people that were here during brief, did I not say their first goal should be to unify the platoons? They didn't write it down, so I guess that escaped them. But I could have sworn I said that. Like, that is their first priority, and then make it to the lost platoons position. So, Rect, I appreciate it. Sometimes you need that little bit of validation to make sure you're not going crazy. Yeah, but see, you got entire squads here coming up and getting completely cut down at this point. Well, yeah, the platoons were stepping off early after we did our brief before we even went on the server because we were on the slot selection screen. But, like, when we gave the actual on the map, not pushed on the server yet, I said, first thing you want to do is unify everybody. Let's see where this splash is. Beautiful shot. Right where he needed it to be. Oh. Oh, one of them did have an AA launcher. Whoops. That's unfortunate. That artillery's making him a hole. That I'm gonna go apologize for. I think that's in probably one of the heavy weapon squads I spawned. So I'll have to make sure not to spawn those again. But I'll go ahead and delete that, because I want them to have air superiority there. Yeah, other pilot crew should be looking for that crash site, though, to pick them up. They're calling more artillery. Whoever is doing the medical to stabilize all these guys is also doing a great job. But yeah, this entire squad has been wiped. I think company's running up to assist at this point. They see the blue smoke, so they're picking them up. Have to do another body cleanup here, because, I mean, they're stacking them. We're up to nearly 400 now. And there's no vehicles, so these are all infantry kills. Oh, one of the choppers was actually able to get a kill in the group over there. That's nice. You got forces starting to close the melee range up there. Oh. What's our time at? Yeah, alright, another 10 minutes and I'll give Patch a nudge. Just keeping you guys in the loop, Air had someone get shot down, so they're evacing the pilots. They'll be back in hopefully like 2 minutes.
Alright.
Also, beginning the brief, I told the platoons that they should probably try to get with each other, right?
I tried so hard, Davis. I tried to save you.
Well, what the platoons haven't realized is the directions to each other has barely any enemies, if any, coming. But if you go deeper into enemy territory, that's where they keep spawning. So I hope someone realizes that and then tells the platoons to beeline it for each other, because otherwise it's going to be a very big slog.
Fuck! Splash out.
Oh, he bled out. Poor Canadian. Yeah, because now they're getting engulfed and absolutely eliminated here. Oh, beehive round. Oh god, I can put the frickin' DACCON commandos in if I felt like it. Now the casualties are starting to really mount. Good Willie Pete, though. That one not so much, but that one was definitely close to the enemy. Got more getting launched out as well. Oh boy, well we have a little bit of a lost platoon there.
Yeah, I'm getting Jay-Z right now.
I'm gonna pull these forces back and try to set up a new defensive line. We are literally just trying to keep them from advancing in this direction. Speaking of, I'm gonna put some blocking forces over there with no intent to actually commit them to the fight. Just again, I'm trying to keep this spread out. But, ooh.
Command is platoon 2, interrogative.
Go ahead for command.
We are making slow progress. Can I ask how you are doing? And platoon 1?
Oh.
Progress is same as you. Same thing across the board.
Ground, this is high. Message over.
Go ahead for ground command.
Interrogative and brief, I said it might be worthwhile to try to find a way to unite platoons before you actually start heading deeper into Op4 territory. The resistance you might be facing might be too great for a single platoon to fight alone. However, together, you might be able to beat it. How copy?
Copy, good. You took the words out of my mouth. I didn't have time to emphasize that idea because I was dead, but we got you. High comp.
Roger. Good luck. Out. Because again, I envision that these guys would cross the bridge and then skirt over, and then these guys would try to set up a position to basically receive these forces. And that's why I also said, hey, if you like cheat it and you just go across the river, I'll still have Op4 between you, but it's not going to be, you know, something super major. But, ooh. They're going to have a full bird for reinsert, that's for damn sure. Most of these guys were able to be medic'd up, though, because they still have two of the medics back here. They got Finn up as well. But yeah, that first squad ate shit, unfortunately.
This is company command.
They've killed nearly half a battalion, though. Send message for high.
Be advised, Canadians have some sort of tech issue. His shit keeps zooming in and out, and it's delaying his ability to fly. Please help if you can.
That sounds like a client-side tech issue. He'll either have to relog or do something with his plus or minus keys on his numpad to try to stop it, because I don't know. That's a weird one.
Copy, I'll let him know.
If someone's FOV is zooming in and out, I don't think I've even heard of something that can do that, so. That is a strange one.
This is company command to 2nd platoon.
Hold.
So these guys are now trying to push ahead. Let's see how long they last. Because I will eventually stop them. But that's what I was saying, Frisco. That sounds like a client-side thing. Now you got these guys all pulling back. Turtle's working on Korvac. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. That's okay, it happens, but these guys pulled back. They're setting up a bit of defense here. Turtle's now, unfortunately, going the wrong way. What are we at in terms of deaths? 22. Oh. Oh, he is completely lost because no one stuck with him. Yeah, I'm gonna send a recon squad up the road to go check things out. I'm just worried about him getting shot by friendly fire, too. But, I mean, the action, though, on the ground right here, I mean, this is where the fighting in the rubber plantation is definitely picking up. Someone's picked up an RPD.
Company command to 2nd platoon.
Copy.
2nd platoon, be advised, the plan has changed. We are getting heavy resistance from the northern sector, and you have your own problems. Before I go on, is your heavy fire coming from your east or west?
It's coming from my north and my east.
Yes.
Copy. So
west.
This is gonna suck. I know it is. But both platoons are gonna have to break into the jungle and assemble in the jungle. We cannot hit Long Tan as separate platoon elements. So you need to grab what's left of your platoon and break them into the jungle. I'll try to draw you a line for both platoons. This is gonna get messy. Once we assemble in the jungle, we as a combined arm will hit Long Tan from our point in the jungle. How copy?
2nd platoon, copy.
Still see them getting shot. I think the medical is perfectly balanced for this situation. They're hitting a brick when they try to push forward, but again, if they reunify, they'll be fine. And we'll see that. But especially when Korvac starts calling in artillery, but separated like this, the marksman just died again. So they're getting an entire squad reinforced. Turtle has become the lost man. Little does he realize he's being engaged from every single position here. Poor Turtles. He's having the time of his life. Constantly having to do additional medical. But I am going to keep committing stuff to this force until they start pushing west. But who knows, maybe Turtles will find his way out of this one. He's on his own little adventure. It's things like that where I don't want to kill him specifically because he's kind of in a no man's land right now. But if he keeps pushing ahead, then yeah, I will send everything after him. Because he is definitely lost. Here's my question, does he have a non-TFAR radio right now?
Second, do you copy?
No, mine just switched, so
command.
yeah, he should have a radio. He should be able to communicate with others.
Copy. I put 2 blue lines out on the right.
Alright, I'm gonna have to put some stuff down to stop him because he's literally going to
the entire company. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to tell you something. You can bash me, hate me, bait me. But standing orders are as follows. The entirety of the company will force march to the rendezvous. If you do not stop moving, if you take wounded, only stop moving if you physically cannot continue. I'll copy all at once.
Solid copy.
So where is this rendezvous site? It's in the middle. Okay, great. So that's where they need to go. Unfortunately, Platoon 2 is starting to get pushed in multiple different directions, but they might be able to push by. How's Turtles doing? Hobo just died because they got a Maskaz here. Because again, the fact that they're under a constant firefight means that their casualties are unsustainable. Turtles is gonna end up finding the other platoon, I swear to God. This man is just on an adventure. I love this. He's gonna somehow rendezvous with the other platoon first. I'm calling it. Alright, I'm gonna start pushing that side. With some QRF. Because again, this squad is not following that order. So I'm gonna hurt him. This man. He's got a freaking lollipop in his mouth too, man. He is on a mission. But yeah, as I predicted, these guys would start running into the same issue the other platoon did, because they're still pushing the same area without that support. But here comes my man Turtles. He's actually going to make his way all the way to the other platoon. And that is mind-blowing. He is on an adventure. And he just found the entire enemy squad. No, Turtles! He almost made it to the other platoon. Oh! Oh, rest in peace, turtles. So these guys tried pushing ahead again. They're getting cut down. Hey guys, we pushed in and we got killed. Let's try it again. Yeah. Didn't really work out there, Chief. Alright, I am gonna chase after him.
Command, first platoon, be advised. I don't think we're gonna make it to the rendezvous.
I understand that, second. If there's anything we can do to try to help, let us know.
We just need supplies when we get there. Medical and ammo. Medical especially.
We got our first rage quit. But again, there's a reason why I do things, alright? It's a matter of, guys, regroup, then push in. Because this is essentially a force split. And the reason they're unable to penetrate is because they don't have their full strength. So once they finally decide to reconvene and then push through, that'll also force the operation to be one area fighting instead of two. And I guess the only person that's going to get out of there is Arkson. Oh, he's screaming for a minute. And these guys all got wiped again. Oh, man.
This is Company Command to High Command.
This is High, send message.
I know the original intention was for us to start from different locations, but is it okay with you if I start trying to redeploy troops in your second platoon or vice versa?
You can at this point. I mean, when I said that the main first goal before we went to the Lost Platoon was to regroup, and I emphasized, hey, if, you know, you try to circumvent that, I'll still have a few Op4 in between. That wasn't to stop you from regrouping, that was just to... Yeah, I guess you took that too literally.
Well, it was my commanders wanted to go down the road, and we all wanted to regroup at Longpan. What you said didn't clock correctly, so that's my bad.
That's okay. Let's get everyone regrouped now and continue on with the operation.
Copy, boss. This is Company Command to both platoons. Go ahead and give me a status check if you can. The worst off of the two platoons, we will try to pull out.
God damn. Second RQ. Got his no fun allowed signed up. Can I capture people? I could, but that's just gonna piss him off more. Yeah, that's Mac Marine symbol. Very easy to pick out from there, but... Devil's still alive, might try to save some people. I'm repurposing Op4 here. I mean, we are going to have a massive amount of reinserts. Holy shit. This was not the plan. But the player base decided that this is what we were going to go for, so my god. We still have a few people that haven't died yet, but my god. We've only got about a squad or two strength down here at this point. We just have remnant survivors. People are being deployed back here in droves. And Devil Demon might be able to get Korvac back up for some immediate artillery support. That would be very, very nice. What they've got around them at the moment. But I'm just going to remind people in debrief, hey, you can always go backwards. Because if you keep going forward and you keep encountering heavy resistance, maybe think. Oh, and I'm not trying to shame anyone that decides to leave the op. I mean, if you're not having fun, you're not having fun. I get it. I've had an op here and there. It's just annoying as a mission developer where I design something, I tell people to do it a certain way, they don't do it that way, and then people get frustrated with their command elements for not doing it that way. I've been there too. So, if I ever have another op like this, where I intentionally split forces up in the beginning with the intention to regroup, I'm going to make absolutely sure they know to regroup. But, I mean, it's not like the reinsert's going to take that long either. We've got 2 dedicated birds to do it. But now that we've got 1 point of contention, I'm just going to be throwing recon squads down. And pushing them in. But it looks like they are starting to finally realize they need to regroup and pull back with smoke. So I think they're trying to pull everyone back to the regroup point.
Group up like this, holy fucking shit, you want to die.
Bruh, we're doing inter-platoon communications, because platoon 1's shot past us. Shit. Well, you should, just we're now...
Alright, we might end up pushing them out, but at least they'll regroup. Looks like you got Korvac up, so now they just need to run to the rendezvous point. So they got LZ Panic, and I guess they're moving things around there.
Send message. Command Eastern Platoon.
Also, I made the radio ranges infinite, so they should be able to communicate with each other no matter what, unless they're unconscious.
Unknown, hold 1.
This is company command, second platoon.
Send message.
Second platoon, where did you redeploy at?
Send again.
Where is your location, second platoon?
It's between LZ Panic and Rendezvous.
Copy, are you able to make it to LZ Longfellow?
LZ Longfellow. Copy that.
I'm still impressed by the people that haven't died yet that are on the top of the roster.
The entire company is
Oh, I didn't realize your name would flash when you spoke. That's nice.
We're going to reconnoiter, then push as a company to Long Tan, and after Long Tan on the objective.
Oh, they're pulling everything all the way back. They're completely withdrawing from the region. That's nuts.
We're going back to the LZ.
Holy shit. See, and of course, now that they're retreating, they're... What's the word? It's not overcompensating, but it's something along those lines. Now, don't get me wrong, I would rather they do something like that and, you know, pull away and completely regroup and redefine what they're doing rather than constantly throwing themselves against a brick wall and dying. So it's still an improvement, but overcorrection, that's the term I'm looking for. But I'm just gonna constantly put them under pressure at this point. I'm just gonna keep spawning 2 squads in the center and moving them out. Another beehive round. Woo. Just makes a very big boom. So they're covering their retreat as they put the artillery in. make sure I'm purging debug corner as well. I am going to now pull everything back because we are going to continue to hold our positions. But wow, that was an ass kicking. That was much more of an ass kicking than I thought it would be. But we just learned some pretty hard lessons there, didn't we? And somewhere in this AO, we've got 50 bodies, give or take. There's some... My man Turtles, though, almost ran all the way to the other platoon and made it, too. But good God. Player base now need to figure out... They've gone through over half a battalion, though. But wow, that was a tough first fight. Let's see if they learned anything.
Splash out.
Credit where credit's due. Korvac's getting a lot more comfortable with that module. But damn. I never mean for my ops to kick that much a player ass in the beginning, but I guess I just didn't think about really stressing them to do it. I thought they'd learn over time, but the player base is an animal. It'll just keep going until it can't go anymore. That's for damn sure. Put a recon squad down the MSR just as a scouting element at this point. Yeah, no, this has definitely been one of the more authentic experiences. Entire squads getting entirely encircled and eliminated. I didn't even mean to have the AI do it. This is vanilla AI too. The encroachment I would get when they would move a few hundred meters inland. And his name was Turtles. Still, my favorite play I've seen so far was that man running through the jungle.
This is Company Command to 2nd Platoon.
Receiving.
2nd Platoon, let me know when you've reconnoitered on LZ Longfellow. I'll double check with 1st Platoon.
We should be here and ready to go.
Everywhere where there's already now, I've got free foxholes.
Over there.
This is Company Command to all elements. I repeat, Company Command to all elements. Go ahead and circle on me. I'll be short and brief. I'm gonna directly tell every human being here what the plan is, and then you guys get the specifics, and we're just gonna go. Pretty much not a hard idea here. I'm standing in the middle of the road, so just have your goobers come near me.
Splash? What are they splashing? I think he learned he can like go on the map and do it from the map POV as well. Yeah, I heard the splash call. I haven't heard anything.
Damn, you're going way too far, I think.
I'm gonna have a group of trackers. Follow them out, because this is now a live AO. I am free to pursue if I feel like. It's alright. We'll eventually get to the lost platoon. Eventually. Oh, shit. Oh, nah, he hit a tree. Empire lunges for it. Oh, no. I don't think they made it. Oh my, I don't think they made it. I think I'm a little too cocky. Let's kill him off because you guys got fun to debug. There were no survivors.
Regroup at Long Tan and then push to objective. No, you're supposed to immediately regroup. That's our bad. That's my bad. I will try to do better in the future. Here's how this is going to go. Company's going to reform. We are going to push down the blue line to objective Helldrine.
They're gonna go right back on the MSR, but that's where they had the... Okay, it's fine.
Objective Helldrine will go to objective.
They're crazy. All the bodies of the lost platoon, not the people that get killed off. Because I thought they were gonna regroup, blitz it, and then be done in like 90-minute stops. So this is gonna turn into something a little worse.
From the objective or 8 miles, it doesn't matter because if the birds get shot down, Zeus is not going to have any mercy. So the birds need to drop off here and you need to walk back to the platoon. Does that suck? Is that going to make you mad at me? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
It's alright.
Birds being shot down. That's pretty much it. If the company moves it down the road. Oh, and final thing important, stay on the south side of the road. You go on the north side of the road and die, it's your fault.
So he wants to keep everyone on one side of the road and push in. He's going to go right to the center. And then right to the lost platoon's position. Alright, let's see if he can brute force it with a full strength of platoon. Again, going to be spawning 2 squads to go in, maybe a third here and there. But I'm going to keep the concentration towards the center. Let's see if they can break through. This is going to be a tough one. But I think with Corvat calling artillery, if they get pinned at all, 2 choppers running gunnery, they should be okay. The flares are the lost platoon now, yeah. They're going for it. So they've got these guys engaging those teams, and they're going in. I'm going to push a force up to meet them. Well, Milk, that's the whole point of Zeusing, is it's not to punish the players for one silly mistake. It's, all right, how do I stay firm in what the op is supposed to be and what I told him it was, but how do I nudge him in the right direction and not immediately punish him? yes, I'm still going to have, you know, like a freaking recon team, which is the smallest element. I can probably follow them, and that gives something to happen to at least let them keep security if command's doing a large brief. But, you know, let's let them have this as a learning experience. Let's see what it takes going forward. Now it's going to be a matter of the medics are going to basically be staying in the middle or the back and sweeping up, picking up the casualties. Point teams are going to start engaging what we have come in, but now we're going to start having those main groups sweep up. And air's going to keep trying to pick off what they can and provide valuable reconnaissance data to the platoon, or at this point, the company. So let's see what they do. We just need to make sure the player base keeps together, because if they start getting separated and looting bodies for everything, then, well, then things are going to get a little messy, admittedly. So, let's see it. First point of resistance is really going to be back in that fight. So when you're doing a thin maneuver like this, what you
going so far?
basically need to do is have a squad or two in the rear as your forward squads engage stuff. And then you just have to keep the momentum. Have the reserve squads in the rear ready to push forward so that when the groups in front have their casualties and are being medicked, those reserve squads can then continue to push forward. Then they'll get stopped with their casualties, and then you'll just keep bounding up. But we'll see how things go. But Mexicon, it has been a slog and a half, but thanks for the 16-month resub. Hopefully you're going to see these players bounce back. And I hope you keep getting a nice kick out of the operations, my friend. Let's see how we are. We're at 630 enemies dead, 53 friendlies dead. And we've got more artillery coming in. They are smoking their advance as well, which is quite nice to see. But that initial group has been mostly cut down. Like I said, 2 squads. Constantly going to be going forward. And then once they start getting close to this, I'll have to put them in between and start having them come from different directions, but they'll eventually be able to occupy that position. We have some forces curving around right here. Once they get closer, I might start attacking the southern flank. Artillery's landing, that's good. Little far. And you got the rear squad still covering for the recon guys that are harassing their 6. So now it's just going to be a forward advance. Let's see what they can do. Napalm. I think I gave the like a few of the scouts like a single napalm grenade. I didn't let them resupply it though, because that's probably one of the most most powerful things in this mod set.
Both platoons, be advised.
But Artie's been slashing on enemies, so that's good.
Get to phase line 1. Take about 2 minutes to check up your men. If you're all green, you may keep going. If you're not green, circle wagons and watch the north, east, and south.
And you got Korvac now calling, like Spitfire calling artillery strikes everywhere. And you got these guns working. And that's going to be instrumental now that he has all of his forces together. He knows where they are, and he can safely put artillery strikes on enemy positions, too. That's the value of having all your forces together.
First Apaches. First is good. It sounds like I don't have anyone saying they have massive casualties or anything like that.
Max taking the Finnish guys around on the right side.
Just kind of did their thing.
Give me a second.
No, they're kind of not, you know, just
I don't think they realize they're being flanked to the immediate north yet.
Company command, second platoon.
The helicopters flying around too is also stalling these units from coming up.
You may move to phase line 2, which is just down the road at the bend. If you're not, let me know.
Hardy's landing incredibly close as well.
Copy that, give us 1 sec.
You can see where it's getting deformed and whatnot. Ooh, danger close.
company needs one of your medics.
No! That just took out an element of platoon and company. Oh, that's always the fear, right? Making sure Artie doesn't land on your own group's position. So that little bit of Artie is going to stall him.
Command, be advised. That artillery fell on us. So this is second.
Danger close. Very danger close. Now what's going to happen is the rear is going to stall. There's not going to be any commands to push forward. Some forces are going to push off on their own volition. And I don't think they're going to be able to break through the constant 2 squads I'm pushing down to send forward. And that means that we're going to end up in that same boat where, you know, one platoon's pushing up, one platoon is not. Oh, this got very tough.
Company command this second. If we not get artillery, that would be nice.
I'm trying to get his leg.
So Air, I think, is going to come back and pick him up. But yeah, company command dies to his own 2 ICs artillery.
Company command, the second platoon.
Copy.
Yeah, that artillery that knocked you out knocked me out too, Sailor. Be advised, that was completely the artillerymen's fault, and yeah, they don't know how to fucking zero out base apparently. Break. If you need to, lick your wounds and hold phase line 2. Otherwise, or excuse me, sorry. Company commands both platoons. Up to the discretion of each platoon, you either hold at phase line 1 and lick your wounds, or hold at phase line 2 and lick your wounds.
The Op's already hell in a handbasket at this point.
We've got everybody back up and at 'em.
So these guys that are on the far right, they've got 3 down. Because they're in a position that Op 4 is able to push them. Oh, man. And again, it's easy for us to judge up here. They had a good plan going. It just sucks that they're going to get stalled by their own artillery at that point. And my heart's bleeding at this point for these guys, but at this point, there's nothing I can do to correct that. I've spawned my additional 2 squads. I'm waiting for them to get ahead. Air's caused them to kind of take cover and stay in the Lontan position itself. So these guys have a lot of breathing room at the moment until these guys can move it forward. I can follow it up. I'll put a recon squad out here and have it start hitting the flank, but you got more people bleeding out now. Ground, this is high. We've got reinserts back at base. Over.
Ground command copies. Birds are on the way back. Ground command to 2nd platoon.
This is second. 1 squad is now moving to phase 2.
Copy 2nd. Do you have any reinserts back at base?
First thing I'm going to say when this op gets done, though, is this is why I wanted to make sure we had lines of communication set and ready to go before we started.
Meet me at LZ Longfellow, and I will walk them to you. Great.
Rocker's doing a great job of keeping this squad alive, though. Last time I looked, these guys had 3 casualties, but I think they're down to 1 now.
Company command.
You can see they're getting to where friendlies have gone down and died in the past.
First platoon, if you didn't copy last, be advised, if you have any reinserts back to base, tell them that they will meet me at LZ Longfellow, and I will walk them back to you. You are also circling wagon at phase 2 right now.
Alright, hello, now I just respawned, so I'll be back in the field in 2 minutes.
Copy. This is company command to any field officers. Tell the company to halt. I see people moving past phase 2. Just reiterate across the board, regardless of who is in what platoon, that we need to stop for a minute.
56 KIA to 677. Enemies taken out. Another KIA. Another KIA on top of it. Jesus. More already being called in. I'm gonna put 2 more squads down on the rear and start having them walk in. Helicopters stalled them a little bit, so it's gonna be a bit thicker on this position, but...
Command, do you want us to move to phase 3 or hold on phase 2? This is second.
Second platoon, hold your position still. I'm gonna
They wanna
bring
hold
up
at
the
phase
miscellaneous
2.
to you. I see that most of the companies
They need to
moved
keep
between the two
momentum
phases.
going,
Just
though, and
park
they
them
need to
down.
not be afraid to hot drop people. I think another issue, though, is finding the right LZ, because there's not a lot of good LZs here, so you gotta drop them off and walk them in. Everyone's being bullied in this one, dwarves.
Company command, be advised. I see various troops moving forward to phase 3. I think the company is moving effectively.
Copy. Try to halt them.
Honestly, Pat shouldn't be the one giving the orders at this point. His 2IC Korvac should be.
Company command to second platoon. I see that.
Until he gets reinserted, but that's just my guess.
So if you want to move to phase 3, circle wagons to phase 3, but emphasize that they really do need to stop to let us catch up.
Oh, the RD's landing way off. So at this rate, we're having a bit of an example of what I had earlier, where the groups in front are going to be taking the casualties, and then eventually the groups in the rear that aren't really in a lot of combat are going to go forward. Find those groups, assist in medical, and then keep pounding forward. Did I hear a chopper explode, or was that artillery? Had to have been artillery, because they're back at base.
Company command, second platoon, copy.
Why, mate?
More already landing back there. Minimal explosions, though, so that might be flechette rounds of some sort.
Company command, this is second, copy.
Go ahead, second platoon.
We're gonna wait for scouts up at phase 2. Please let us know when you're close.
We're not going to be close for a while. If it gets too heavy, then start moving without us. But I think the reinserts are on the way here.
That's why you don't
The
shoot
reinserts
behind
just
each.
fucking
Okay.
landed on me because apparently they can't see.
I love this game. Look, my players are great. All right, they are the best players in the world. They totally know what they're doing. Yeah, they're getting up to literally loot all the people that made it the closest to the objective. Yeah, I think that was the close, because now we're running into Op 4 bodies. Hey, on the bright side, they haven't had to call resupply, because they've been constantly getting annihilated.
Command, second platoon.
Copy.
Second platoon, go ahead and move to phase 3. The fucking Huey squashed me. I'm sending the remnants up to you. Break. When first platoon leader gets there with the miscellaneous, you are free and clear.
The Huey
to
landed
hard
on
push
him.
to
Oh
the
my
city
god.
itself and move to phase line 4.
The Hueys have third person, so
at phase line 4,
theoretically they
you're gonna
shouldn't
turn around,
get
you're gonna
squished,
guard the
but
approach for any miscellaneous people coming in, and then after that, clear the whole city and clear objective hell grind. Actually, company command, second platoon.
I'm gonna do a flanking attack.
Send it.
Second platoon, belay my last. Second platoon, hard clear. I repeat, hard clear objective hell grind.
GG call.
First platoon will take care of pulling.
And Metro's out.
Copy that. Can you let us know when all fire missions got saved? I say again, company command and platoon. Can you let us know when there is no more fire missions coming in?
Copy. Yes, sir. I will ask my boys.
Getting the next group in.
We are at phase 3. Do not push past phase 3.
Yeah, because again, I think they're ordered to stay there, but you've got forces coming around. So yes, I'm going to deliver a flanking attack to the right side. Gonna take care of more bodies.
Platoon 1 or company command, I'm in the clear to move.
Negative. Go back. Just let me know that you need like another minute to make sure that you don't explode. I'm sorry.
That one I'll
Copy
grant.
that. We're gonna keep at phase 3.
They're stealing RPGs. Yes, now Artie's landing and hitting the units that are too close because they've decided to advance too much.
That's kind of getting close.
Company, company, 2 platoon. All platoons, go ahead and hard push in. I repeat, hard push in. Secure objective Hellgrind.
Hey, for my keep reminding them, it just keeps happening.
Dramatic. Fire mission is clear.
Company command, 2nd platoon.
2nd platoon is pushing into the town.
2nd platoon, advise your platoon that I am back at base because I got squished. But on top of that, if anybody dies or needs reinserts, they're going to be holding with me. Break. There will be no more reinserts at this time until you secure the new LZ because it would be a waste of time to make them walk all the way through the road. So until
that should be doable.
LZ, make do with what you have.
That should be doable.
2nd platoon copies.
This is company command of 1st platoon. Did you copy that or do you need me to reiterate?
I copied it, no worries.
Yeah, and the Artie is also giving them some craters to work with, which is good. I'm gonna put pressure on these guys. We're gonna have a lost squad at this point.
On the black square north of the town. I take in requesting fire mission on the black square.
Yes, so I've got a mod that allows for when Artie splashes to deform the terrain, and it is very, very nice.
Company copies. Be advised, avoid the black square. Give them about 5-10 minutes break. They just called in artillery, so it's a 2-minute wait plus 7 minutes on getting it put down. How copy 2nd?
Nice, I got some guys on that side.
How many minutes?
Never mind. And apparently the delay is no longer a thing. Break. Kovac is currently organizing and coordinating the artillery.
Oh, beautiful,
strike.
Artie.
It's in that area for 5 to 10 minutes to give the full strike to go on out. How copy?
Yeah, advise another pulse and wait 10 minutes.
It's already going out, dude. You're gonna walk into it. It's coming down now. The 10 minutes is not the amount of time total you'll have to wait. It's just leeway. I'll let you know when it's down here to go.
Boo, Metro, boo.
Copy. You're not gonna have to wait the full 10 minutes. It's just in case of shenanigans like earlier.
Alright, I'm gonna put stuff even further back at this point. I'm gonna bring another flanking attack for that squad that's on their lonesome. They're doing cover charges. They did some smoke mortar rounds as well. I'll get him off his mortar. Put an additional rifle squad down. That was right on him. Nice. Yeah, guys still looting bodies as they move up too. But they are starting to make their spearheads. Let's see if these guys learn to readjust. I am hearing a lack of comms now. Are both air crews back at base? They are. They're rearming. All right, let's see how much these guys can move without air cover.
I'm staring at them. Like they think people are coming through.
Oh boy, well I hope they keep away from that. This shows me that they're not coordinating what squads are moving where. They're opting to pull back. I'm gonna end key that guy because he keeps catching my eye. As you can see though, it's not 100% accurate to where the shell's landing. You can get a little confused at times. Yeah, I am definitely...
Company command, platoon 1, be advised, we're inside the town on the south side, please ceasefire.
Copy, second platoon.
At least we're having that communication come up.
What's going on out there?
We're seeing on the radio messages on the side chat that calls are still being made, unknown where exactly.
Copy. Go ahead and hold the marker on the map. I don't know who Squad 5 is with. I assume you break. Let's have the whole company enter the city and hold those buildings, and when an artillery stops,
Good
we'll
Artie
start bearing
there.
in any miscellaneous there, and we'll push on next
I'm going to start tightening the noose and
We
put
are
a 360 fight on that
south
position.
side of the town to make sure that we're free from Mati, and we're fighting south.
Copy.
If you look on the map, market is accurate, squad 4 and 5.
We're almost to a full battalion of enemies killed though. Again, platoon's usually about 30 to 60. Company is around 250 to 400. Battalion, usually around the 1,000 mark. When we're counting infantry.
What are you doing? Yeah, man.
Yeah, additional RD strike coming in. Unconscious, I think, just went unconscious from that strike. As shells are continuing to land. Mac doing his best to pull his forces back as well. And we got the helicopters coming back in. One squad's pushed all the way up here.
Company command, this is platoon 2, markers are accurate.
Copy. Be advised, I'm above.
So they finally got into the
AO
long
right now.
10.
I'm watching rounds go down and machine gunners are going off.
Second, this is first.
Send it.
How's the town looking right now?
Company to first, I'm above it. It's fucking destroyed, but there's no VC in it. I wouldn't push up yet.
There's
though.
no
There's still
VC in it.
rounds going out.
First, feel free to come and meet up with us on the south side. We're holding it very well. You can push from here.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna have my guys start pushing back towards the town in a few moments here. They're letting me know what's still.
Company to both platoons, go ahead and hold where second is in the southern part of town. I still see explosions. I don't know if that's ours or enemy indirect.
Now we just need to see that squad come in and assist. We need to see them all unify here. I want to at least get to close to 2 battalions killed in this mission. We're probably going to get to a battalion and a half.
This is company command to both platoons. Be advised, artillery spotters unsure if that's ours or not. All of his HE is gone. You are
All of
free
the
and clear
HE's
to
gone.
push up to the entirety of the town and secure it, but be advised, unknown indirects at this time.
So I'm not using any artillery. I had that mortar as like a piece that I could have used, could have not, but decided against it. So any RD that's been called in is their own. What are we at? 58 to 900. Reinserts coming in. Oh no, Empire's trying to bring resupply into the AO. That's what that is. No, Brian. Yeah, so they're dropping off supply crates. Still going overhead like crazy. Now you got forces coming around again. Gonna start putting things exclusively in between. This is giving them ample room to resupply, though. Grenades did a great job shredding most of that group.
How's it looking?
We're doing alright. We're trying to have people kind of push around here. Also, be aware that you guys have, not you guys, but we have guys with Strela launchers to the north of the town. And I'm telling my guys to try and make sure they take them off first and foremost.
Copy that. Right next to the town, there is cover and resupply inside here.
People are only starting to make it past 50 kills. You got people entering all the bunkers that have been made from the arty, though. Oh, man. You got forces back there
to the
engaging.
entire company. If we could have your guys hard push north and beat these fuckers back into the woods, that'd be pretty great. There's going to be no artillery in Red Box. We want boots kicking ass, standing inside of Red Box, pushing the enemy back out.
The slog continues. Rocker got shot to shit. These guys fought off most of that squad.
This side? No.
At least we can hear the shooting in the distance of the lost platoon at this point. And I'm going to continue to push that squad because I don't think they're ordered. Yeah, 1-3's all the way out there. I don't know what word booby trap is right there for, but I'll keep putting pressure. I think they're putting more resupply down. Nope, that was for Brian to reinsert.
Company command to, for both platoons, marked on map is your defensive line. First platoon, take the road. Second platoon, take the woods. Beat them back out into the woods.
So they're now going to pretty much follow that route up to the lost platoon. Just worried about this squad. Let's see how they do. Oh, God.
Passport. I know you know.
Yeah, I told Korvac to stop using artillery for a minute because he put that shit all the way in Spain and is landing on top of us.
That was their own artillery.
Our artillery gunners back at base are fucking drunk. I apologize, second platoon.
Do not fire!
Company to both platoons at your leisure. Lick your wounds. Let me know if you need medical or ammo. Me and Kovac are gonna grab the supplies that are apparently south of town and bring it to you.
Let's see if we see medics rushed over here. Jason just got blown away.
This is Company Command, 2nd Platoon.
Got the rest of the elements back here now pushing in.
Alright, do you need medical? Hopefully you're good on ammo because we can't move the box.
Oh my god. Put a pile of empty beer cans. I don't think I have that as an asset. That would be pretty funny, wouldn't it?
Are you good on medical and ammo? Or
I do have beer. Oh, there goes a chopper.
I'm waiting for responses.
Oh, they hit a tree. Uh-oh. That's the canopy. The Huey bounced. Oh, no. The Huey freaking bounced. Oh, my God. I've never seen a Huey bounce like that. Other chopper, I think, is back at base at the moment. Yep. Oh. It spawned and exploded at base, didn't it? Oh. Oh, that's why we... Oh my god. Because it respawned into the chopper they landed on. That's just... Damn. That's funny.
Second command, be advised, we have guys pushing from the south that came from directly behind us. They walked around.
Company, I need a medic northeast of the down.
I think the momentum's dead. In all honesty. We've nearly made it to an entire battalion, but that's the second time Artie's landed on their own positions.
The medic northeast of the down.
This is company to both platoon elements. I hear medical calls on all net. Be advised, I myself am working on a man while I'm talking to you. I will do my best to spread out our medics.
Oh, it breaks my heart. The new helicopters were made of 97% rubber. Exactly. At least Canadians made it to the lost platoon position. Alright, he's floating, so I'll just delete him. Any horror ops on the horizon? Not at this time. You're a chicken.
This is company command to platoon elements. You guys, I'm gonna ask you something that's gonna suck. You need to get your platoons into moving order. Does not mean get them back to green. That means get them back to move, because we gotta go. Let me know when both platoons are ready to move. You're gonna have to make some sacrifices, cut some corners, but we need to boogie as soon as we can, guys.
Company, second info for you. Pilot class on Lost Platoon, objective Last Hope.
Fucking awesome. Stand by then.
First platoon's ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
First platoon, carve us a path out of here. Second platoon, please God, tell me you're ready to boogie.
Alright, they're deploying. I mean, I've given them breathing room, it's just we've only been hitting them from 2 directions instead of completely encircling them. But now I'm going to start putting pressure on the Lost Platoon itself. Since we have Canadian on that spot. Numbers are picking up, though. Let's see if they can go. I'm gonna push their rear exclusively now with new units. Everything else, once that group dies, though, I'm gonna put a new recon group in as well. Let's start deleting bodies. And again, I do it because it gives them a chance to loot them.
This second, we're getting ready to move out.
Copy. Whenever you are ready, you can start moving on blue line. First platoon carving us away.
Let's get the next recon group in. Alright, we're officially past a battalion.
Send first.
First platoon, if it... Ow, fuck! First platoon, if it wasn't already reiterated to you, you are our pathfinder. We are moving when you are ready.
If we're going to start getting people moved up then, we'll move out now.
Oh, shush, Mandalore. Yes, they're putting Hardy behind him. Oh, that's no bueno. They bought themselves some time with that artillery. And they're going to continue to put more down. Twin pearly lights. Jesus. The twin machine guns, good God. I'm trying to throw him a bone here and give him a straight shot. Still want to put a little bit on their rear, though.
Command, second platoon is pushing in.
Oh man, the hut's on fire. Yeah, now I'm gonna start putting heavy pressure down. More beehives. Running through the craters now.
There's a lot.
Company command, both platoons, be advised, Kovac is level the town. I'm pulling rear guard, making sure all your boys are get out.
There's so much smoke effects down that because of the beehive. It's murking the smoke grenades, particle textures.
North, I repeat. First platoon, you have north. Second platoon, you have south. I repeat. Second platoon, you have south.
I'm gonna try to rally my way as best I can.
Alright, they're pushing. Korvac, I think, calling more artillery along the rear to stop the VC from taking them. Start pushing stuff from all angles. Saving Private Canadian.
We got friendly.
This is Company Command, High Command.
This is High Command, send message.
Hey, out of curiosity, what's Killer Junior?
Say again?
What is Killer Junior?
Oh, the names of the arty rounds? I have no idea.
Uh-oh.
Is that Nemesis or Whiplash on the official Savage Game Design account? How you doing, broski?
Company command, this is second. We have reached the
Rocking
town.
some
We are
Unsun at the
friendly
moment.
unit.
Because I needed to work with Fuck Toy.
To reiterate, you are to hold the south. You're just holding in on top of you when first platoon gets there.
Them, how you doing,
Hold the north.
broski? These guys have gotten their ass kicked for the past 2 hours. Is there anyone up in Lost Platoon? There's a few. Ground, this is High. Message over.
Go ahead for company.
I am now going to cable tie the remaining members of Lost Platoon so we can evac them via helicopter. Rest of the mission now is to evac the remaining survivors as well as body bag and evac the bodies, and then pull out of the region via helicopter or ground. How copy?
Copy good. Company Command copies all.
This was meant to be a 90-minute mission. This is going to turn into a 2.5.
Company Command 2.
There are only 4 survivors out of, let's see, 27, out of the 30. Jesus.
Send message.
Second platoon, since you're first there, the changing objectives break. You are to cover all directions, spread your guys thin. You're covering north, east, south, west, the whole shebang.
All right, he
First
died.
platoon, when you get there, start getting zip
You
ties
see him
people
running
ready
up and
to
meleeing him.
transport. I'm gonna have Bovac to start landing birds, even though we're not all there yet, so we can get the fuck out of here faster.
Not enough mortars. Well, I've given them 2 155s for their artillery guy to work with, and he's blue on blued on twice on accident. It's been a messy one. Debrief's gonna be hell, that's for sure. These chuckleheads have opted to just pick up enemy weapons instead of calling resupply. I have a way to potentially fix that. Just means enemy bodies are going to be despawning in 30 seconds, which I don't like to do because I like being able to loot enemy grenades, but sometimes you got to make things work. I hope he doesn't turn around. He just fell out. It's so fun to watch the players do stuff. It's confusing. It's definitely confusing at times. Oh, look, the hut's on fire. We've been seeing the body bags too. But we're over a platoon in KIAs for the enemies, so, or excuse me, a battalion. Player base is definitely over a platoon dead, but Op 4 is over a battalion dead, so, you know, a platoon for a battalion's a pretty good trade. I only see 3 purple guys now. The huts are getting ignited. I just gotta wonder if Canadian's been able to be pulled out yet. Grounds is we have a reinserts back at base at your earliest convenience. Alright, I'm gonna start chasing the guys that still haven't made it yet. Honestly, I planned for this to be a 90-minute. It was gonna be, they get them out, and then I pull them back to Lawn 10, where the 113s will pick them up. I don't think I'm gonna do the 113s at this point. I'm just gonna air pull them, because it's gonna take more time if I call the 113s in. And we're well over time at this point. There's only one member of Lost Platoon left alive. Oh my god. Surprised we're not having air trying to come in and land, but at the same time, it's utter chaos. Can the last member of Lost Platoon make it out? Oh, here comes air trying to go in for a landing. He's got to pick up that other pilot, too. You can see it raining freaking brass. The tail touched it. Oh my god. It's utter chaos. They still got the one member of Lost Platoon, though. Alright. It's not over yet.
Company command to both platoons. Unfortunate news, we need to block back. First platoon, grab the guys and start boogieing. Second platoon, you and command are on rear guard.
Air's refusing to land down there. They have room to land.
This is, oh wait, wrong map.
Oh my god. Well, at least he's giving cinematic one-liners. I think he's attempting another landing now that the place isn't on fire. Did the one guy they were just trying to rescue get killed? No, he had to have been loaded. No, he got loaded. Okay, good. They're trying to load some of the bodies now, but they'll be able to get the second air crew in. Oh my god. Saving Private Canadian, but he'll be able to get mounted. Yes, I got the other pilot over. They've got 29 body bags they got a mountain, plus anyone else they lose at this point. Holy shit. And we're gonna keep the pressure going. Because I'm evil. Oh, so that's spawning Igla, dude. Alright, I'm gonna try to avoid spawning Iglas. I want air to be comfortable pulling stuff out. Yeah, he's opting to pull out so we can get that second helicopter.
Company, the second platoon. be advised, LZ Miracle, I'll draw you a line. Hard push there and secure it. We're just gonna start dragging body bags that way.
No!
Second
No!
copy.
Why would you leave the perimeter? But you have a perimeter! Why would you? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that is the worst call you've made all night, Patch. That is legitimately the worst call he's made tonight. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to correct it like that. But he's got a perimeter here. He wants to push his forces out over here. And he's got to drag the body back. Oh. I'm not going to be surprised if people just say outright no. The only thing I can do in Zeus is throw more bodies.
This is Company Command, 2nd Platoon. Just go to LZ and secure it. Forget the body bag thing. I'll deal with it.
Oh my god. Some of y'all might die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. But one survivor. Okay, I got him. It's fine. I guess Finn doesn't want to get mounted back up. Korvac's calling the artillery.
First, just had a squad get like just a building collapse.
This is Company Command, 2nd Platoon.
Not again.
Company Command, 2nd Platoon.
This building's on fire!
Be advised, where you're getting surrounded by like a division-sized element. It's fucking crazy. Belay going to the LZ, just hold the ground. The birds are gonna land here. You've made enough room.
I'm sorry, did you say delay going to the DLC?
I'm looking at like 100 people in front of you, so just stay here. We're on LZ Hope now. I'll put you in the birds when you come to us.
I think you just got knocked unconscious. I'm ungone. Wait, I think you just woke back up. Oh, they just... Oh, no. Why did you put Arnie on yourselves? Oh,
Salute my dad. Oh, man.
why did you put Arnie on yourselves?
Company Command, 2nd Platoon.
This is high to ground. Just have the air assets pull out whoever they can at this point, because that's the 3rd time Arnie's landed on your own position.
Yeah, just work on it.
Roger. I was gonna ask. There's only body bags left. We just start pulling out.
At this point, just pull out who you can, because there's gonna be nothing left if we try to get the body bags out. Over.
Copy. This is Company Command, 2nd.
I just want to watch Spice and Oh my god.
Company Command, 1st Platoon.
Jesus Christ. I thought this was going fine. It was difficult, and then they just argued themselves for the third time, and now it's over. Now it's over.
Back to hell. Is that a mine right there?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you pack me so I can
Still gotta work on this.
Why is there a mine?
There was 2 mortars in the middle of the town. I'm pretty sure the other people were alive.
Holy shit. No one was spared.
Broken. No one can help me out.
Medical. Watch the north. There's still a lot of dudes.
I'll get his arm.
A lot of dudes north.
Just the sheer panic I hear down here. Oh, they've hurt themselves enough. They're calling more artillery.
Oh my god.
It's just Helldivers and Arma 3.
This is company command to any and all assets. If anybody dies, tell them they are not being reinserted. I am sending fresh troops to help the lot of you that are still out there break. If we keep reinserting every time we die up until past this point, it's going to be an endless cycle, and the top will never end. So going forward, everybody stays home or everybody gets out, no in between.
Oh my god. I'd say evac the wounded at this point. Where's the humanity? He says as he spawns another Op 4 squad into the AO. They called smoke rounds on their own position. Holy shit, an AT grenade I think just got. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh! It's like watching a baby seal slowly getting clubbed to death. It's just a massacre. It's just an honest-to-God massacre. Someone call prairie fire. Maybe try putting the artillery, like, outside of the compound. Not on your own position. Maybe try smoking around you, not on top of where you're landing. Like, there's so many questionable calls here. Like, every time they take 2 steps forward, they punch themselves in the balls and fall back. It's just an honest-to-God massacre. Now here comes the bird to pick everyone up. They just dismounted and Patchwork got killed by the M60. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Oh.
I hope that was shot out of the sky.
Someone put the music. Oh. Oh, it would be such a shame if that shattered. Oh. We're almost at 100 KIA.
If you're alive, leave the wounded. You can't help it. Otherwise you'll die yourself.
What about Doc? Doc is...
Holy shit.
Alright, listen up, fuckers. Start moving back along the road.
Company command, high command.
Send message.
Can I just get a Zeus skill on this bird so I can get out there and get the rest of the nerds back on the base?
Negative.
Copy, then I'll have them keep fixing it.
Okay.
Can someone kill me? I got shot. I can't fix myself.
We're getting surrounded. We should start now.
I think Canadians coming in to try to pick people up. Let's see who we can pick up at this point. 100 KIA. That wasn't him. And I didn't catch who did that. One more chopper. Jesus Christ.
Company command, high command.
Indexing. Wow. That was brutal. I think everyone at least died once.
I'm sorry.
Except for
And to the people that did... Damn.
I'm sorry.
All right.
It was fun.
We were definitely our own worst enemies in that one, guys. I thought I was clear with make sure you get the platoons together first. Should have been more clear about that. I guess I wasn't, because both platoons decided to throw themselves into Lontan and make progress and then hit a brick wall. Then I nudged company command to regroup everyone. And then you did that, you started doing great, and then throughout the rest of the op, you RD'd yourselves 3 times. And then at the end, someone threw a bad frag, might have been on purpose, I don't know, I didn't catch who did it, and then they killed 80% of the people that were still alive that were trying to get pulled out. That was to a bad frag, and it's like, oh my god. This was definitely meant to be hard, don't get me wrong, but that was brutal. Like, I feel bad for what happened to you guys, but at the same time, most of it was your own doing in the second half, so... I hope you had fun. I mean, you killed over frickin' nearly 1,200 enemies for nearly 100 friendlies, but, oh.
Let's go.
I'll let company speak, then platoons, and then put it to open.
All right, as company, Doc, you're typing in. Thank you. So as company, I had fun. Apologies if I got snippy with some of you. With so many players and so many moving parts, I really don't have time for a back and forth or a debate. I try not to be that guy and pull E rank. I didn't do that, but I did an adjacent version of, if I just tell you to do something, do it, because when shit hits the fan, we don't have time for back and forth. I say this every other op. I understand a lot of you are experienced Arma players. You're very headstrong. You're very smart. This is no ill will. It's just a case of we don't have time for a discussion. And if I feel bad, I get mad at myself more than I get mad at anybody else. If you fight me on something and then I ended up being right, and then I feel bad that I didn't fight you on it harder. That happened a couple times where I just relented, let someone do something, and then it got us hurt. That's more my fault than that is the other person's, because I feel like I should have fought harder on that issue, and maybe if I had, the thing wouldn't have happened. But it's just at the end of the day a case of shoulda, coulda, woulda, woulda. It's Arma. We're gonna die. If tempers got high and you got mad at me, I just accepted that halfway through that people were going to get mad. But it sounded like, for the most part, most people were chill, most people were having fun. In terms of the conduct of the platoons, I think both platoon leaders did phenomenal with what they had. There's something a little fucky with the command radios. A bunch of people ended up on similar nets that it seems like they shouldn't have been. But that's a whole thing I'll leave in detail for Liru, because that's not something for everybody here. Other than that, I had fun. I think both platoon leaders did great. I think both platoons did great. I think regardless of the circumstances and regardless of the stress, you all did wonderful, and I'm happy to have been here. I'll pass it on to the platoons. First platoon, go.
Sorry, I had to do something with my mic to make it stop broadcasting randomly. It wasn't me typing. I tried to do the best I could with what I had. There was a few miscommunication issues, as we all know. Shit happens. It was kind of rough and spotty between the times, and a lot of stuff was made a little harder by the friendly blue-on-blue artillery smashing the shit out of some people here and there, especially myself when I got my head taken off by a bit of shrapnel and lost contact for a good solid few minutes. And there were some issues here and there with communication with some of the squad leads. But other than that, it was okay op.
Seconds. Now poke him. Poke. Is he here? Oh, he seems like he's messing with his mic.
Are you referring to second platoon or me?
Yeah, second platoon. He's here. He's typing. He doesn't seem like his mic is working. You hear Cirrus?
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Oh, there was a lot wrong with that. Not sure when the next MCO I'm gonna do is, because that was just, but all right. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. We'll be back in an hour. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Ouch.